They thought we wasn't gonna make it, but we made it. We made it.
Yep. True.
It's another day, man. Great day. Happy Tuesday, everybody. We live on Instagram, live on YouTube. What's up, good people? Come on in, come on in. Welcome to the show. I have a crazy barking dog in the background. All right, here we go. Yes, sir.
Hey,
Peyton.
Russell.
How you feeling, man?
Good. How about yourself, man? How are you doing tonight?
I'm good, man. I can't complain. I might have to move away from the dog, though. Not gonna lie to you, because I can't have that going on in for too much longer. Can you hear that? Can you hear
I
the
can
dog?
hear the dog. Yeah. That's okay.
No, let me go ahead and move.
All right.
Maybe we'll see what happens. Yeah.
You said yeah.
It's probably a good idea to just move.
We are
bear with me, people. This is what happens when you're live.
We're moving and we're live. It's all good. Hey, I know our episode is called The Last Call, which is a reference for, being at the bar right before it closes. But my last call, at least, was last night, because I had to take the day off from being a sportaholic, if you will.
You had to take the day off from being a sportaholic?
Well, or an alcoholic, however you want to call it.
I get it. You haven't taken a drink.
Yes.
That's basically what you're saying.
And I don't want to make it seem like we're just drinking every day, but I'm just letting you know. I know it's called The Last Call, but the last call for me it already happened. But it's okay. We're still going to have a great show.
Hey, man, listen, sometimes you gotta take a break. You got to reset. You got to let your body recover and so on and so forth. But nevertheless, alcohol involved, non-alcohol involved, it don't matter. We're here to have a good time, man. And with that being said, man, welcome to The Last Call, people. It's the last call, man. It's the time we take in and just recap what happened over the weekend. That includes the Monday night games and so on and so forth. We are now installing the new transition into what we are becoming as a podcast. So we're coming to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday of the week, man. Gonna hit home on some heavy topics, but try to keep it light at the same time, So with that being said, my name's Russ. You can follow me on Instagram at digitalzeus_, and that is my guy, Peyton. Peyton, you want to tell the people your social media?
Yes. So the primary social media I use is X and/or Twitter, and you can follow us at Sportaholic on Twitter. And Russ handles most of the Instagram stuff. I think that's pretty much it at the moment. We're trying to get that Facebook group going. We'll see what we can do with that in the near future.
Definitely. Just want to drive home the conversation, man. But did you we watched some of the game last night together, but did you get a chance to catch any of the other game, the Lions game last night?
I did. I saw a good portion of the Seahawks-Lions game. Yeah, I thought quietly it was a high-level game between two NFC opponents. I mean, with the way Geno Smith is playing right now,
yeah,
and with the known commodity that is the Detroit Lions, that was like a sneaky good maybe playoff preview game that nobody was really talking about. No one was really holding that game in that regard, but I could see each of those teams making the playoffs.
Okay. Definitely. Same. And I think those are two teams that I had on my bracket as far as making the playoffs as well. So, yeah, man. So we I didn't really get a chance to catch too much of it because the Dolphins had me stressed out last night. And I was really hoping and praying for something big to happen, but I never got my wish. So speaking of which, I got a bad beat for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, man. Okay. So I had Jalen Waddle for the over in reception yards last night. It was 36.5. Do you know what he finished the night with?
Don't tell me it was 36.
On the head.
Yeah. These odds makers, they're too good.
Man, it was 36 on the head, and I was like, man, this is crazy. This is exactly what they're talking about when they call it a bad beat, man. And the more I get my feet wet into the gambling world, it's like, now I'm starting to really understand.
Yup. And I got a bad beat for you. I'm sure some of the people already saw it, but my Saints unfortunately went down to the Falcons by 2 points, and the Falcons were favored by 2.5. So even if you were on the Falcons side, you still lost the bet. That one's tough to swallow.
Man, I hurt for you, and I hurt for myself as well. I also hurt for the people who had the Saints at 2.5. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. And like you just said, they know exactly what they're doing when it comes to making the odds, man. So
yeah, for sure.
All right, so today we're just gonna talk a little bit about the new format of the Tuesday show, the last call. It used to be the weekend wrap up with the Sportaholics, but now we're turning it into the last call with the Sportaholics. For you guys who have been watching us over the past couple of weeks, we are still in the growing stage of just trying to figure out what it is that we want to be as a podcast, and insiders somewhat, or whatever you want to call us as far as it goes to the sports world. So thank you guys for sticking around and being with us, man. It's about to get real fun. We decided to go in a direction that was going to make it chill and allow everybody to be able to engage and feel like they're a part of the conversation with us. So like I said, thank you guys for sticking around with us, man. And Peyton, how you feeling about our new format for the Tuesday show?
Oh, I love it. I love the direction we have, especially for the Tuesday show. You know, Russ and I were talking yesterday about making this show a little more culture-based, a little more parody, a little more fun in general. So looking forward to all of that and more.
Yeah, I guess we didn't start the show off right when it comes to, well, I guess parody for sure. I guess we definitely started with parody because we both had bad beats. So
yeah, but hey, at the end of the day, we're still Sportaholics. So even when we're doing a light, fluffy show, you know, the Sportaholics going to come out and we're going to be talking numbers, be talking how good a game was. So, you know, we can't help ourselves.
Yeah. So speaking of talking numbers, let's go ahead and move into what we would call our first segment, Drunk Dial Hotline.
There you go.
Right. So we don't have a person who sent in anything, but me and Peyton, we work around a lot of people every day, and we had the opportunity to talk to one of our pals down at our job, and he was pretty much drunk this morning when he was calling Jalen Milroe not one of the best quarterbacks in college football right now.
I would agree with you there that he was drunk calling Jalen Milroe not one of the best quarterbacks in college football. And we've talked about it, Russ. Both of us are not sure how good he's going to be at the next level, but right now at the college level, he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing.
For sure, man. And I don't mean to cut you off there, Peyton, but at the same, like, it's two different games. It's the same sport, but you play it two different ways. The way you play it in college isn't the way you play it in the NFL. So yeah, they do have trouble translating from stage to stage. But come on, man, you can't sit here and say that Jalen Milroe is not one of the commanding quarterbacks in the game of college football right now. So that would be our drunk dial.
Yeah.
uh, and we appreciate his insight. He did give some credit to Jalen Milroe as a runner. I think he called him the top 5 running back in college football right now.
Yeah, which I don't know. I can't really deny.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with you.
He's doing both. He's doing both.
And you see dual threat quarterbacks transitioning into the NFL every year. So some thrive more than others. You really have to get put into a great situation in order to really thrive as a quarterback in general. We see the struggles. Let's just take Justin Fields and Caleb Williams, for instance. Like, that's going to always be my go-to. They expected Caleb Williams to replace Justin Fields and be the standout athlete, but we see where they are today, and I've said this before, like, I don't think Justin Fields got enough time in order to prove his worth in Chicago. And we see him thriving right now in Pittsburgh. So,
100%.
Yeah. So the drunk dial hotline, just to give you guys a little bit more insight about it, is where you can write us, or y'all can send us a voice message on whatever platform you feel most comfortable sending a voice message on, and give us your hottest takes. Like, we want to hear from y'all. What was your hot take over the weekend? What was your hot take going into the next week of events or of games, and so on and so forth? And whether you're right, whether you're wrong, we're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down and let you guys know exactly how you feel. So please feel free. Drop those comments in the comment section on YouTube, on Instagram, and let us know exactly how you feel about the next week. What's your favorite team? Are you guys going to get the W, or are you catching L's this week? Do you think you got a chance? Do you think y'all in the depths of the bottom tier of the NFL like I feel about my team? So.
Well, the other thing I was going to say is make it authentic. If you guys feel like dropping something in the comments, maybe it's Sunday night when you're watching the games and you've already had a couple of drinks that day, get in your feelings, let's see what you have to think. And we want to expand on those conversations and talk about what you guys think about the games and what you're seeing. So,
Peyton, you make a excellent point, a great point right now, man. I can't wait to get to the point where we are just looking at all the comments and you can tell that people are just like hand and face and just like so emotional that they thought of us to come to our page and drop some open mic drunkenness.
But some open mic drunkenness knowledge.
Yeah. Like, I could have easily been one of those drunk guys after the first 2 games for the Ravens and been like, what are they doing? They need to give King Henry the ball and they're not running him enough. And I could imagine exactly what the things I would have said had I thought of this before, or we had a platform like this. So I'm glad that we're giving the people a platform to get their feelings out there. And we're definitely going to give you guys a shout out. If you want it to be anonymous, you can make it anonymous if you want. If you don't want us to mention your name, by all means, we don't have to. But at the same time, if you're comfortable with us giving you your credit for your thoughts, feel free. So that's Drunk Dial Hotline, man. Yeah.
We're expecting some big things from you guys for next week's Drunk Dial Hotline on Tuesday.
Yeah, we're gonna promote it. We're gonna push it. We got to get the post out there in order to build that platform for you guys. I think on X, Peyton, this is a great idea. I think on X that will probably be a good time to create a thread every week. The Drunk Dial Hotline thread on X.
Yeah.
And see what we get.
Yeah, and it's not like we're just going to pick one. If we get a bunch of them, we might have to go over all of them. You know what I mean?
Top five, baby.
There you go. Top 5 takes.
Let's go. I like it. I like it. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to our next segment, which would be called Shots Fired. All right, just to break it down for you guys, Shots Fired is bold, risky, and controversial predictions that for the upcoming games, and we'll be right sometimes, or sometimes we might be just like flat out wrong. Either way, we'll have a good time, and only time will tell exactly if we're right or wrong. So I'm looking forward to this. Shots fired. Peyton, do you have any games that you're looking forward to in the upcoming week?
Let's go to the NFL level.
Yep.
And I'm really looking forward to the Bengals-Ravens game at 1 o'clock Eastern. I don't know if I have a shot called or shot fired for this game yet, but yes, the Ravens have been playing better. They're still going to play a desperate brand of football. They're 2-2. They're in a race in the AFC, and we already know the Bengals have dug themselves a hole as well.
Right.
It's a divisional matchup. It's always gritty and grimy. So I know it's in the 1 o'clock window and it's not going to make everybody's TV, but at least catch the highlights for that one. I'm just looking ahead to that game specifically for Sunday. What say you?
Hey, what about the battle of the bottom? We got Carolina Panthers taking on the Chicago Bears. Carolina sitting at 1-3. Chicago Bears sitting at 2-2. The Bears caught a tough break last week. I don't know if you would call that a tough break, but they got the paws beat off of them last week. With that being said, I think they bounced back this week with the red rifle in the pocket, delivering those balls. And I think they get their second win of the season against the Bears. They're looking good.
Okay, there's your shot. You just fired a shot. I like it.
There you go, man. You gotta come. You gotta come with it if you're gonna come at all. So, I do think that they have looked like a better team since Andy Dalton has taken control of the reins. So we'll see. But that's the good part about this segment. I could be right or I could be wrong. Like, who cares? Let's do it.
Who cares? It's a shot and it was fired. That's all that matters.
Yeah, man. Battle of the bottom, man. I like that.
Yeah.
Let me see what other games we got going on this week. I do like the Baltimore Cincy game. Records don't really matter when it comes to Baltimore and Cincinnati playing. Okay, Peyton, what version of Buffalo will we get versus Houston?
Oh, that's another great game. I was going to call it a sneaky good game. It's not even a sneaky good game. Everybody knows that's going to be a good game. What version of the Bills will we get? I know we're going to get a better version of the Bills than we saw last week against the Ravens.
Yeah.
I believe this game is in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the Stephon Diggs drama where that was the last team he played for. He's in his new digs in Houston, no pun intended.
I like it though.
So, man, I wonder what the spread on that one is. I would guess that Houston is a slight favorite, but in short, I do expect the Bills to play a good game. That's probably going to be a classic, to be honest. I don't see any other way that game is not close down the stretch.
Houston is not the favorite. Buffalo is the favorite by 1 point.
Wow. Okay, so it's still pretty close, though.
For sure. It can change. It can change at any second.
Yeah.
With any news, Josh Allen has I don't know. I don't even know what to say. His pinky toe is sore.
Man,
that can change the spread right there.
That was a great call out by you. And I'm not going to, well, what the heck? The segment's called Shots Fired, so I might as well call a shot.
Shoot it.
I'm going to say the Bills get back on track and they go to 4-1 and they beat the Texans, who have acquired Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen's old running mate. I'm going to roll with the Bills there. What the heck?
Okay. I'm going to have to go against you on that one, Peyton.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie to you. I've never had faith in the Buffalo Bills, and I can't stand the Buffalo Bills. They're kind of in the same bracket as the Dallas Cowboys in my eyes, man.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So if we got some Cowboys fans that's watching, please bring it on. I want to hear exactly what you got to say. You guys, I get it. I'm a Dolphins fan. I don't care, but we whooped y'all ass last year. Okay. All right. So,
fun fact, I was at that game.
Oh yeah, you were.
I was at that was a great game, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
it came down to the wire, but in Russ's words, the Dolphins did kick their butt. So
you know what made it even better, Peyton, than being there in person? Watching the Dolphins win. So
that's it.
Yeah, man. Man. All right. So
that's another good game, though. The Cowboys at the Steelers. That's the Sunday night game.
Not really worried about that. I mean, you're right. I mean, NFL football is good, like regardless of what game you put on. But man, like, I think it depends on what chair you're sitting from. I'm not interested. I hope Pittsburgh whoop the brakes off of them.
Okay, so Russ, I've got another shot. While we're doing this segment, I don't know how much longer we have.
All right, go ahead. We got 2 minutes.
Okay. So the game I just touched on, the Cowboys and the Steelers, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to take a shot right now. And it's kind of a long-term future shot where we're looking ahead. Okay. If I had to take one of those two quarterbacks that are playing in that game between Dak Prescott and Justin Fields, and you told me which quarterback gives you a better shot, just a better shot of winning the Super Bowl, I'm taking Justin Fields. There's your shot.
So Justin Fields or Dak, who gives you a better shot?
Who gives me a better shot of competing at the highest level and winning a Super Bowl? I'm saying Justin Fields. If the coaching's right, if the personnel's right around him, I'm taking Justin.
That's definitely a shot, Peyton.
That's a half-court shot, but
oh my God,
going in.
I'm not even going to argue you on that one. I'm going to let you stand alone on that one and let everybody take that one in, bro. There you go. There you guys have it. If the personnel is correct, Justin Fields give you the best shot to win a championship. I'm gonna leave that alone. Moving right along. Moving right along. Next up, we have MVP on tap. And this segment is really where we just give our flowers to a player who balled they behind off in the previous week, man. So off the top of the head, my MVP would go to Travis Hunter of the Colorado Buffs, man. And every week it can really go to him because he's the only player that's out there doing it how he's doing it. And he's playing almost 100 snaps a game, so if not 100 or more snaps a game. So this guy steps up when his team needs him the most, and he's getting the job done. So a heck of a performance for him, man. He had the opportunity to score a touchdown, and he caught the interception, and he hit the Heisman, man. And I do think that if the Heisman does not go to this man, it better be a good reason. It better be a great reason on why the Heisman is not going to Travis Hunter. So that would be my MVP for the week. Anybody that stood out to you? I think you gave your MVP yesterday, though.
Who did I give it to? I forget.
You gave it to Lamar Jackson.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
One more note on Travis Hunter. I mean, he's really just a walking highlight. You can count on him to make the SportsCenter top 10 nearly every week he's playing. I agree with you. If the Colorado Buffaloes have a good enough record and they're in contention late in the year and he's still playing on both sides of the ball at that high of a level, he's got to be in consideration. But yeah, I already gave my MVP out to Lamar, and I'm sticking with that just because he was that good in that Sunday night game,
And I don't think Lamar. I'm sorry, excuse me. I don't think Travis Hunter and the Buffs need to have a great record in order for him to be considered for the Heisman. I mean, granted, it goes to the best player on the best team, I suppose, or is it just the best player in college? It's the best player in college football.
To your point, it should just be the best player in college football, knowing how they vote and, the criteria that goes behind it. Unfortunately, the wins do have to come. But I'm with you in that even if they're 6-6, but the eye tests tell you that he's the best player, give it to him.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So that's pretty much who we would give our flowers to for last week's performance, man. MVP on tap goes to Travis Hunter of Colorado and Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens. Big ups to those guys. Big ups to those guys.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the one thing about me. I think my MVP on tap, I'm going to try to keep it far away from the quarterback as possible. I think we give the quarterbacks a lot of love, and everybody else is just kind of falling by the wayside. So, yeah,
Absolutely.
I think I'm gonna try my best to do that, unless somebody show up and show out, and then you have no choice but to give it to them. So, that's that, man. That's that. All right, moving on to our last segment of the day. This is called penalty shot. Or penalty shots, because it can be more than one. This goes to, it's the opposite of the MVP. This is players and coaches who made the biggest mistakes and deserve a timeout for their performance. So yeah,
I'm gonna let you go first.
Yeah, we're right on the same page, man. Since I was watching the game, man, I don't think there's anything you can do about it. But my penalty shot number one goes to Mike McDaniels and the Miami Dolphins offense. My gosh, my goodness, you would think that their offense is plug and play, but it's really not. Like without a commanding quarterback like Tua Tagovailoa, somebody who's going to get the ball out quick, this offense looks like it's in trouble, and they got to figure it out now. Granted, Huntley I think he's only been on the team for 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. So I get it. It's a new system and it's a lot of movement going around. But man, that offense looked like they only had 4 plays. Like they look like they only had 4 plays and 4 formations. So yeah. That would be my penalty shot number one.
Okay. I'm going to give my penalty shot out to the LA Rams. Okay, not taking advantage of playing a rookie quarterback that had been struggling. They were on the road and their record is 1-2. So I thought that'd be a desperate spot for them. And I saw some highlights of the game. They struggled to stop the run in that game. I mean, that's football 101, like we talk about all the time. So I expected better from them, especially a Sean McVay-led team. I'm sure they'll clean things up, but for this week at least, I'm going with my penalty shot towards the LA Rams.
Hey, I guess I got a bonus penalty shot for you here. It goes to the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets for that disgusting matchup that they called a football game.
Bro, am I right? Did Bo Nix have 60 yards passing?
I can tell you right now, bro. Hold on.
That's what I heard.
Give me 1 second.
I know Caleb had 93 yards passing in his first game. For some reason, the bar in my head just said, all right, if you had less than 80 yards passing in 3 hours of football, that's just a new low. I don't even know what to make of that.
Bro, bro went 12 for 25, 60 yards and 1 touchdown. That is crazy. That is insane. Bo Nix, you get a penalty shot, bro.
Make it 2.
Make it a double. Make it a double.
Yeah.
Man, but that wraps it up for our show this week, man. Peyton, I had fun. I think this new format is going to cause us a lot of time.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy? You about to shower? Sorry, my son says he's going to take a shower now.
Landon.
Yeah, man. But with that being said, we're going to wrap up right here, man. If you guys are not following us already, please make sure you tap in and subscribe to the channel on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram and X at the Sportaholics. By all means, hit us up, man. Looking forward to joining you guys in the conversation. If you see anything on this episode that you liked and you want to join the conversation, don't be afraid to do so, man. We're looking forward to it, man. Peyton, anything you want to tell the people before we get out of here?
Absolutely. Feel free to comment on any of our segments that we have on Tuesday nights, and not only the drunk hot dial, but also penalty shot, last shot.
Penalty shot fired.
Shots fired. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. Feel free to share your thoughts on any of those segments because we want to see what you guys have to say. And expect a little more energy from us for Friday's show. Okay, tonight was a little more laid back. We're going to bring the heat on Friday, all right?
We got a good show planned for you guys, man.
Yeah.
Well, Peyton, if there's nothing else, man, I'm going to let you go enjoy your Tuesday night, man. Get some rest, and we'll pick up right where we left off tomorrow morning, man. I'll see you tomorrow, man.
No doubt, bro. See you tomorrow.
All right, man. To all my Sportaholics out there, y'all have a good evening. Y'all be blessed, man. We out.
Yes. Stay blessed.